Welcome to this video detailing a mock trial case, Nikol Pashinyan versus Catholicos Karekin II and senior church leaders. This case file, brought to you by the Global Justice Education Project, explores complex legal and constitutional questions within Armenia. This is a fictional educational case created for mock trial purposes. It examines the central question: can a senior religious leader publicly oppose a sitting prime minister without facing government retaliation? The proceedings center on the tension between protected speech and alleged interference with government authority. Background facts highlight an intense dispute between the Armenian government and the Armenian Apostolic Church. The government alleges improper obstruction, while the church claims its internal independence is under threat. The first defendant is Catholicos Karekin II, the church's supreme spiritual leader. Three additional defendants include Archbishop Aram Sargsyan, Bishop Vahan Petrosian, and Father Mikhail Harutyunyan. Each faces allegations regarding their role in coordinating public opposition to government policy, which the defense maintains is protected religious and political expression. The prosecution brings 5 counts against the defendants, ranging from unlawful interference with government authority to organized campaigns aimed at destabilizing the government. The core theory is that while religious freedom is protected, it does not grant immunity for conduct that obstructs the lawful functioning of government institutions. Conversely, the defense argues this case is fundamentally about whether a government can punish religious leaders for their opinions. They maintain that peaceful opposition is protected and that the current prosecution is politically motivated. The prosecution's witness list includes Dr. Maryam Hakobian, a constitutional law professor, and government officials who will testify about alleged efforts to resolve the dispute privately before initiating legal proceedings. Additional prosecution witnesses include an investigative journalist and a former communications director who will speak on the public interpretation of the church's statements and the perceived coordination of the campaign. The defense case includes the 4 defendants themselves. Catholicos Karekin II is expected to testify that his primary duty is spiritual leadership and that he never instructed anyone to commit unlawful acts. Archbishop Sargsyan, Bishop Petrosian, and Father Harutyunyan will also testify, arguing that their actions were limited to communicating church policy and encouraging peaceful civic participation, rather than orchestrating an illegal political campaign. For the prosecution to succeed, they must prove intentional, unlawful conduct that directly caused interference. For the defense, success lies in protecting freedom of expression, establishing religious autonomy, and questioning the existence of criminal intent. The prosecution relies on legal authorities like Lingens versus Austria and Axel Springer AG versus Germany to argue that political speech has limits, especially when factual allegations or specific consequences are involved. The defense relies on authorities such as Catholicos versus Greece, emphasizing that religious institutions require meaningful protection and that government neutrality is essential for a democratic society. Remedies proposed by the prosecution include injunctions and declarations of law, while the defense seeks a full dismissal of charges and an order prohibiting retaliation for religious or political dissent. Ultimately, students in this mock trial must decide based on the evidence provided. The goal is to carefully examine the line between legitimate government authority and protected religious or political dissent. As we conclude this video, remember that this case invites you to argue both sides, respect opposing views, and find justice through law and diplomacy. In this classroom, you explore how one case, with 2 sides, can reveal a world of perspectives.